Dear friends, at this 10th anniversary mark, OGP has grown into a global platform where courageous reformers have advanced long-fought landmark reforms across a range of areas such as asset declaration, beneficial ownership transparency, and open contracting. I want to congratulate and commend you in the Eastern Partnership and Western Balkans on reforms across three key frontiers of open government. First, on fighting corruption, reforms like Prozoro and Prozoro sale in Ukraine, beneficial ownership transparency in Armenia, M-tender platforms in Moldova. Second, on empowering citizens to shape and oversee public services, like Budget Monitor in Georgia, public services on e-paper in Serbia, e-identity in Montenegro. Third, on empowering marginalized communities, like enhancing access to justice for the Roma minority in North Macedonia. These reforms are impressive, but there is much more we must do to tackle the crisis of democracy we confront today in our societies, including the plummeting citizen trust in government across democracies. You see, when OGP was founded, democracy and openness were in ascendance. 10 years on, the forces of authoritarian and closed governments have got stronger. We see this in the closing of civic space, in the entrenchment of corruption, in polarization being fueled by disinformation. The countries in the Eastern Partnership and Western Balkans sit at the very crossroads between democratic and authoritarian forces. Accelerating reforms to renew democracy can generate positive reverberations for citizens in your societies and around the world. For this, I would suggest three key priorities for democratic renewal in the region. First, strong commitment to integrity and public accountability. Many of your countries are making important strides in opening up information on budgets, contracts, and in some cases, company owners. Many of you are inviting citizen input and oversight. But these will remain half measures if efforts to address corruption are not comprehensive, if information across budgets, spending, and performance is not joined up and traceable, if those that bypass laws and due processes continue to enjoy impunity, if parliaments do not exercise effective oversight over the executive, if justice systems cannot be counted on to investigate and indict without partiality or interference, if they serve narrow political interests rather than the interests of citizens. Second, safeguarding civil liberties and media freedoms, rolling back disproportionate emergency powers that restrict these, combating disinformation, building cohesion amidst polarization, and promoting genuine dialogue between citizens and the state to build a new social compact. And third, ensuring that the COVID-19 response and recovery is just and effective by empowering citizens to shape and oversee the massive COVID-19 stimulus and safety nets and making vaccines accessible to all. We see great potential for countries in the region to rise up to this challenge. For this, you will need to make past reforms irreversible and deliver on bold new commitments for the future. But this will require stronger political leadership and much broader coalitions for reform. And this is where all of you come in. Political leaders, strong civil society, dedicated public officials, and partners supporting them. As you drive change domestically, you can learn from and inspire each other. We stand ready to support you and are delighted to partner with the European Commission and OECD, ASEAN, and many others in a shared endeavor. So, as we enter OGP's next decade, we therefore look to you to inspire us by renewing democracy for and with citizens. Thank you.